Good morning, Shaw Real Estate. No YouTube this morning. You got me. I'm gonna send this to you. Look here, Coronado towers and townhomes. Why is it every time I travel somewhere, I find myself wanting to sell real estate there? Question, answer. So, what I wanted to share with y'all today is something that happened to me yesterday regarding persistence, permission. Trying not to get run over. Let me get out of this roadway now that I was able to show y'all this property. And actually there's a property I just passed called Del Vista. God, beautiful golf course, condos. There was another one, country club, something or other, gorgeous. This property here is a huge golf course with multiple condominium complexes around it and in it. And I just ran around it about 3 miles. Oh, hi, little spider. Oh, that's one of those little spiky orbicularis spiders. I know too many random facts. Look at this, beautiful. I don't know if you can see that beautiful spider web. Oh, sorry, Tammy. She hates spiders. Don't look, Tammy. So yeah, just quick little run, interval run. That's where you push for a short sprint and then you rest, then you sprint, then you rest. So two things today. Yesterday, I got up very early, and as I normally do, but it felt way worse for some reason. I was like, what the heck? It was 5 a.m. I even let myself sleep in a few minutes, snooze a little bit. Alarm went off at 4:45. And so I finally peel myself out of bed. I'm like, I gotta go swim. I gotta get my bike in. And then I gotta have time to change over and get to class early. Did not want to be late, never be late. So it dawns on me because it's so early, the feeling of like, holy shit, like it's like, oh yeah, time zone. This is like an hour earlier for me. So it felt like 3:45, 4 a.m. So I kind of shook it off, coffee. And then the next thing that hit me as I'm drinking my coffee, now by this time I'm already awake, it's too late. And I go, fuck, is the pool open? Hotel pools, they're not open 24/7. So, I could have got back in bed. I could have slept another 30, 40 minutes. The pool's not open. It's also gonna be cold out there. It's windy, it's an outdoor pool on the second floor. It's gonna be miserable. But David Goggins kind of action propped up in my head, like, no. So I go down there, positive mental attitude, expecting the best. Come out of the elevator, bam, there's a chair in front of the pool door. Oh, okay, don't give up. The lady at the front desk, they had been pretty nice the day before. So I said, I'm gonna ask. So I go up, hey, good morning, is the pool closed? And she goes, well, yeah, but only because I can't swim, so I just keep it closed. But you're welcome to go swim. Just push the chair out of the way. So having that assertiveness, that persistence, I think I have to turn here. I could have so easily given up, just slept a little more. But I go out there and I get in this pool. Now, in my mind's eye, it was a 25-meter lap pool, so I'm stoked. I get out there and I'm like, immediately, no, this is not 25. So I paced it off. And I had to swim corner to corner, 20 meters, right? Well, so what? So adapt and overcome, right? I needed to get 1,100 meters. I need to be able to track it. I can't remember, that many laps over time. So I had to set my watch to 20 meters and go corner to corner. It was weird and awkward, but it ended up being a beautiful a swim. Felt great afterwards. Went to their gym, did the bike piece. So it was a great morning. Had I just oh gosh, it's a time zone, forgive myself, go back to bed. Or, oh, I'm sure the pool doesn't open till whatever, So, back to bed for me. Like, any of those answers would have eliminated the success of the swim, and probably the bike too. And then I would have felt like crap all day, like a failure, right? So persistence is above the whiteboard in the conference room. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about, persistence and what does Summer call it? Assertiveness. Being assertive, being willing to ask for what you want. The doors will open oftentimes, and when they don't, well, okay, you get to at least be proud that you didn't chicken out and not try and not ask. I can't tell you how many times in my life I have had a rewarding experience or been able to accomplish the mission just simply by persisting in the face of obstacles and just asking, or like just being assertive and not being scared, right? So don't chicken out. And this applies, boy, does it ever apply to sales. Okay, I'm in a sales manager workshop, if you didn't know, at the Cardone building, and he's got an amazing sales team, and they are highly motivated. Let me tell you, they're showing up, they're early, they're doing training every single morning. This is why I've been doing the 9 o'clock meetings, right? I want to train, I want to be with you guys, I want to spend time with you every single morning. I want to share something empowering with you, something I've learned, right? And it's not a sprint, it's a marathon, but this second thought for the day, this run I'm on is an interval run. It's only 40 minutes. It's only, 3 or 4 miles, whatever. It's not about the distance today. It's not a marathon. It's about conditioning for speed. So short bursts, then rest, short bursts and rest. So you can put this into your business too. Sometimes your business is a marathon, right? Hopefully you're in the business longer than I've been in the business. It'll be 20 years in a couple of years, I think. Definitely a marathon, right? So, but if you sprint sometimes, you can cover more distance faster. You can condition yourself to a higher operational tempo. And I know some of you are currently sprinting. I know Miguel, for one, is sprinting. Some of you are more cruising altitude, kind of cruising, right? If you're cruising, that's so be it. If you're happy, you're making all the money you want to make, and you just want to be sustainable, totally get that. But oftentimes we come to a place where you start to trend down. They were talking about this yesterday. Salespeople, if they're not going up, they're going down, typically, right? There's the law of entropy, and so I would suggest that always having, and I know many of you I've talked to, you are goal setters, you're goal achievers, you're not gonna level out and stay there very long, but just being careful. I was talking to Shiona, our massage therapist, the other day about this concept of top of the mountain, see the next peak, set the goal at the top of the mountain when you're feeling great, because when you get down into the valley, it's dark, it's dank, the air is heavy, it's just, there's a gravity to the valley, and you just don't want to stay there too long. Also, you can't really stay at the peak too long. In mountaineering, if you stay at the peak too long, you are either going to get crushed by a storm, lightning, or you're going to run out of oxygen, like in the case of the Himalayas. You literally can't live above 18,000 feet. So you got to go back down, but just keep that momentum flowing, right? So persistence, momentum, setting goals ahead of time, not cruising for too long, and assertiveness, like really being assertive with your clients, problems. Oh wow, this is a rubber tree. This is one of my favorite plants in the world out here. You don't see these very often. Houston used to have some, but the freezes have taken a lot of them out. My grandma used to have a big, and it was purple. Sometimes they get dark purple. Beautiful. Wow. Florida's gorgeous. So I hope that helps. Stay motivated, man. Get out there. If you got a challenge or an obstacle today, maybe just, asking for what you want. Maybe just pushing through an obstacle Oftentimes they just like vaporize, just with that little bit of persistence. All right. And hey, maybe we'll get some property or get a license and an office in Florida pretty soon. Big dreams, big dreams. All right, guys, have a great day. Sell something today. Get a contract, get a client every day. How great would that be? Will that? It will. You can do it. Contract every day. Get 3 this week, or in the next 7 days. I'll take you to lunch. All right.